Hello, and I'm. I have no idea what to talk about. Honestly, I'm going to talk about Pokemon, and more or less the darker aspects of it. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, mostly because one of the Facebook groups I'm in, I had a recent conversation about Pokemon. I basically had an idea kicking around where what if the Pokemon series just went into the darker aspects of Pokemon. Like imagine one day Ash is walking through the woods and then all of a sudden he gets fucking jumped. Like I mean fucking jumped, not just gets his Pokemon fucking beat, but gets himself beat. Like just real world aspects. Like the idea of Pokemon dying. Think about that. Lavender Town. That was the place I fucking hated the most, but I always find myself going back there knowing that actual Pokemon die. I'm actually talking about this because I am a Pokemon fan, but I haven't really followed it since after the first or second gen. But yeah, imagine Pokemon just going into that darker aspect of itself. Talking about how Pokemon actually die and how they grow older and stuff like that. How they get diseases. If they get diseases. You know, more or less the darker aspects. Also thinking about stuff like that is actually giving me ideas to write stories. But basically this is the topic I'm staying on, is the Pokemon one. Imagine a vengeful Pokemon ghost that got a hold of a nuke or fucking some other weapon of mass destruction and just sent the world into a massive war where Pokemon and humans were forced to fight side by side. Humans using artillery, Pokemon using flamethrowers. Just a massive war of Pokemons caused by one Pokemon that just set off one nuke. It is a real world aspect that can happen. One nuke in this world can start off a big war. And it's something that we really gotta look into. And quite frankly, I think a series like Pokemon might actually be able to do something like that right. I mean, sure it's a kid's show, but fuck, they deal with a lot more stuff than anything. But I don't know. With X and Y coming out, I'm probably not even gonna buy them, just because I did see some of the newer Pokemon, and okay, get this. Yeah, with X and Y, I might lose interest or I might gain interest. It depends what kind of Pokemon they are. I mean, they got a sword Pokemon. That just proves that there can be more. I mean, imagine Pokemon starting to possess weapons like AR-15s, AK-47s, M1911s. Those are just a few examples of the ideas that can happen in Pokemon, but they just don't use them because it is a kid's show. I want to see a Pokemon series that dives into the darkest depths of Pokemon. That goes into thinking about what would happen if one of Ash's Pokemon died. That just gives people melancholy, the melancholy feeling, a long-lasting sadness. It's something I really hope to see, but I highly doubt I will, considering it is a kid's show. But I really don't know. And I really got no one to speak to about this, considering I'm the only Pokemon fan in my family. So that's why I'm asking you. Wait. Yeah, so or even fucking getting in some of the creepypastas from Pokemon and sort of slipping them into Pokemon universe. Like Ash's coma. Imagine one day Ash is just walking through the woods and one day shit just starts fucking hitting the fan. Real life hits him in the face and suddenly he wakes up in a hospital. It would be one of the most mind-fucked things that could ever happen in Pokemon. But it would still make sense. It would make the series so much more adult. And I know that's asking a lot from a kid genre, but it's something I really want to see more of. Me, I'm into dark animated series like Higurashi, Elfen Lied, Gunslinger Girl, those ones. I want to see more of that formula in kids shows. At least give them the idea of that life ain't all fun and games. I mean, I got that fucking slammed into my head at 6 or 7. and it turned out to be fucking normal. I mean, maybe if we gave them these darker series, they might grow up to be normal instead of freaking destroying each other in whichever way they can find humanly possible. And it's quite frankly, it's getting ridiculous. But yeah, that's basically what I've been thinking about lately, the Pokemon series and how lighthearted it is and how I want it to change. I really can't explain it correctly, but when I first went into Lavender Town, I didn't know what to expect. Going into that tower was quite frankly the most depressing part of my childhood. I mean, knowing that Pokemon risk their lives to help their trainers, that they show compassion, it's something I want to see more of. I mean, a massive war between Pokemon, between two factions, like good and evil, actually trying to outdo each other in a massive war with Pokemon. Trainers and Pokemon dying side by side. That's something I might enjoy, and it might be the thing that might get me into Pokemon again. But I don't know. It's just a thought. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about lately. So I got nothing else to say other than subscribe. I might have more videos. I might not, but that's up to me. I'll say have a good day and think about what I said.